What is up? Welcome to the Project J and K podcast. I'm so excited. We have a very, very special guest today. Yay! Say hi.
Hey.
Yeah.
So you're done doing the gremlin thing?
I like the gremlin thing, but I'm keeping it on the back burner.
Oh.
Yeah, okay, because Kelvin said that calling people gremlins is not very kind.
I mean, he's right, but I mean, having fun with it. I don't think they're taking it personally.
Yeah, I was saying gremlins, but then I proposed we can call them degenerates.
I like gremlins a little bit better. Degenerates I feel like that's a little bit more derogatory, I feel like.
We can call them plebs.
I guess, but if you think you're above them, but I don't know.
Oh, dang it. No, I don't want to put that out there. I don't think I'm above you. You're my beautiful, beautiful listeners, and I adore you. And we have today Andres.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah. I'm actually really excited you're here. This is one of my oldest friends of all time ever in the world. We've been friends for 100 years.
That's, a couple extra zeros there, but maybe one extra zero, but
yeah,
it's been 12, 13 years.
Well, I think so. Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah, I don't want to do math right now, but yeah, I've known you since I was basically freshly out of middle school, I think.
Yeah,
right.
You were fresh out of middle school.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so happy that you're here. Happy
to be here.
To be graced by your presence is incredible. I have a couple of icebreaker questions for us.
Oh boy.
Yeah, you ready?
I guess. It feels like I'm back in college, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. So, number one, pizza or burger?
Burger.
Burger. What do you like on your burger?
Everything. Just
Everything?
put as much crap as you can on there.
What is it?
There's some really It sounds weird, but those peanut butter burgers. They put some peanut butter. I don't know. There's
that Best Burger Bar. They have one.
Maybe I've never been to that one, but there was a place in Miami. Last time I was in Miami, I realized it was closed, but they had some weird ass burgers, and they were big burgers, and they were so good. I don't know. Some places just know how to combine the flavors, I guess.
What's on a peanut butter burger?
I think that specific burger had peanut butter and jelly. The meat.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to remember because I think the bread was a little bit different too. But honestly, I don't remember. It's been the last time I had that burger, it's been at least 8-9 years. So
okay, so you're you're an all the toppings kind of person, tomato,
yeah,
onion,
yep,
lettuce,
yep,
mayo,
yep,
mustard,
yep,
ketchup,
yep.
Oh, pickles.
Well, okay. So I don't like pickles by themselves, but on a burger, it's a little bit more tolerable.
Yeah.
If they're with something, I can put up with them. But I'm not a big pickle guy. I'm not
big on pickles on a burger, but give me a Chick-fil-A sandwich and I'm okay with the pickles on there. That doesn't make me mad. Okay, yeah. No, I get that. I like it. Okay.
There's just at Ren fairs, there's the pickle guy walking around with pickles, and people are just
I want to meet the pickle
into
guy.
those raw pickles, and
yes.
I'm just I can't do that. I've tried. I've tried. Okay, it's not like I'm just no, absolutely not. I try it.
So have you gone to a Ren fair where it's the pickle blessings?
I've seen the blessing pickle guy, and he's a fun guy. It's a fun time, whatever. But I'm just you guys enjoy your pickles over there. They're just not going in my mouth. But I'm happy that you guys are happy. It always makes me so happy to see Kelvin smile.
Yeah.
For all the Kelvin fans out there, I just want you to know that he is right there. I could almost touch him.
Oh, please don't. If you want to.
Maybe I do. I was hoping he'd be a little bit closer, but it's fine. It's fine.
Kelvin, you want to slide a little closer? I'm kidding.
I think I'm okay.
Oh, he said he thinks he's okay.
I'm a background character.
Yeah, he's about
listening in. I'm just listening into the blessings of the holy pickle.
Yeah, the holy pickle.
It's okay. I'll still think about our time at medieval times.
Oh my God.
We shared a moment.
They did share a moment. Wait. So for the listeners out there, to put this in context, I had a fun birthday party where, and this is I know I'm an adult, but I wanted all my friends to dress up and go to medieval times and then see a joust and, get favors from the knights and stuff like that. And so I took all my friends to medieval times and it was fun. And Andres had a good time with my boyfriend.
In the bathroom.
Why'd you word that? That was...
Wait, you have to explain it because I don't explain it. I don't explain it. Wait.
All right,
You're gonna
Calvin wants to
explain
tell
it?
it.
I'll explain the part of the
What's
story. Very simply, we finish up. We saw the whole medieval times and everything. All the knights jousted. Everybody was going home. And, afterward, just like a movie theater, you'd hit up the bathrooms and you're just like, oh, fine, just relieve myself and then we'll leave afterward. As I'm mid-stall, I'm just finishing
Midstream,
up here. But just stream still going strong. It's finishing up here. I just feel something on my shoulder. I'm just like, the fuck is this? So I turn over to where my shoulder. Did I just see this man just standing directly behind me? Just, hello.
Hey.
And it is just the funniest thing ever because I didn't expect any to be right behind me as I'm still taking a piss. This is just brain just absolutely malfunctions. I don't know what to say, and I'm just like, hello.
The best part is that he feels somebody right behind him, and he doesn't like snap to see what's happening. Like he's not scared or anything. He takes the longest time turning around slowly, like does this like slow blink, like oh my god, what's about to happen to me? Like he just kind of accepted it. I feel like
I'm midstream. I'm not gonna turn and put the stream on you.
I appreciate that.
I'm glad you guys had that moment together. A little bromance moment.
Listen,
Yeah.
after the way you left that bathroom in Thailand smelling, I deserve this.
Oh, okay. So another thing is that I have traveled across the world with Andres. He's an amazing travel companion. We went to Thailand. It was awesome.
Kelvin was there too, by the way.
Kelvin was there too. So yeah, this friendship runs deep.
Yeah.
Romance runs deep. And so I'm so happy to have you here.
Yeah,
I'm
happy to
happy
be
Kelvin
here.
was able to drop in. He's not dead.
He's not dead.
He's not dead.
Believe it or not.
It's been a couple weeks since we've heard Kelvin on a full podcast episode, but he's here.
We hear him every week. He's advertising matcha.
That's true. He is advertising. He's advertising. He's in your ear,
Hey guys, if you've been curious about matcha but thought it was complicated, think again. Mantra Matcha has blends with actual benefits. We're talking sustained energy without the jitters, better focus, and a smooth taste that doesn't taste like grass clippings. If you want to try their most popular flavors, I highly suggest the banana cacao. It's incredible, it's smooth, rich, and perfect for muscle recovery and mood. Or grab their superfood berry blend, packed with many antioxidants to fight inflammation and keep your energy steady all day long. Whether you're the traditional ceremonial vibes or just want to throw it into your morning routine, Mantra's got premium Japanese matcha that actually tastes good. If you've been hesitant, now is the best time to give it a try, because when you use our promo code PROJECTF, all capital, all one word, you get 15% off. Try it today and you'll be wondering why you waited so long. Again, that's Project F, all caps together.
He's just over there drinking some matcha right now.
Yeah, some delicious
Sponsor
matcha.
placement right here.
We are gonna put this one.
That's exactly where it's going.
Literally, clean girl era. Okay, so next question. If a new volcano formed and the government had an online contest to see what it would be named, what would you submit as the name?
What the fuck?
I gotta know.
Okay. Where in the country did it spawn?
It's a new volcano. Let's say it's like in America.
Okay, yeah. I mean, yes. I'm assuming it's in my country.
Yeah.
So where in my country? Because there's a big range, and that does affect the name I would give it.
Oh, it affects the name.
Yeah, it's very important.
What state do you want it to be in? Or I'll choose one. I'll choose one. It's in Illinois.
Illinois.
Yeah.
We'll
Right next to the lakes.
call it the noise. Because
Oh.
Illinois is pronounced Illinois, and it
Yeah.
should be pronounced Illinois.
Uh-huh.
Because there's that S, so I want to give it that S.
Ooh, the noise.
Just like
I'm going to go climb the noise.
also while you were trying to determine the state, I figured out a name for if it was in Arkansas.
Yeah?
it would be Arkansas.
Arkansas. Mount Arkansas.
Yeah.
Volcanoes are still called mounts, right?
Yeah, there's
Okay.
Mount Vesuvius,
Vesuvius, yeah,
Mount
actually,
Rainier
yeah.
in Washington.
Mount Rainier.
I thought it was Rainier.
Rainier.
Rainier. I mean, it is rainy.
I've seen
I
it.
think
It's
it's rainy
beautiful.
up there, right?
It is.
Isn't that where Twilight happens?
It happened in Washington, but
Yeah.
like very far away from Mount Rainier. We're going to Oregon next week. I'm very excited about it.
That's fun.
Yeah. So
We're going to New York in a couple weeks.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, it'll be my first time since I was like 2 years old.
Oh my God.
So I don't really remember it, but
we need to go back and like go see a show. It would be really fun.
yeah, I have some of my coworkers asked me if we're going to see any shows. I'm like, I don't know. Catherine made the itinerary, and I'm just gonna follow along with whatever she wants to do.
Just pick a show and go. All of them are gonna be amazing. Honestly, like even the straight plays. Whenever I go, I just normally I usually have ones that I want to see, but then like you can also just walk up and ask if they have any discount tickets, and sometimes you can see really good shows for like $80.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You didn't hear this from me, but Kat may have been in the corner saying that she's there for the food.
Well, she said that she's a big back that just want to eat food.
Yeah.
And have a good time.
But I loved chatting with you. I love yapping, but we are here for a very specific reason.
Oh.
We're here to read some Reddit stories for these people. We've been yapping, distracting them while they're driving, doing laundry, all of those things. But let's get to what they really want to hear. Some juicy, juicy, juicy. I don't know why I said juicy so many times. Now that's in my brain.
Super juicy.
Reddit stories. Yeah. You ready?
Yep.
Okay. So this one is coming from r/relationship advice. Found out husband is the one stealing shallots from neighborhood gardens. You ready?
Wow.
Your face.
Okay.
This is one of those times where I do wish we were on camera because your face is very funny.
Okay. Yeah. No. I mean, let's do this.
Okay. So this has been going on for several years.
Jesus.
I live in a small rural neighborhood with an HOA where the houses are spread apart, but neighbors are expected to keep their houses and yards nice. As with most HOAs, some members can get a little carried away with all the seriousness of everything. There will be passive-aggressive emails about escaped dogs, shirtless runners, unsightly fencing, etc. It really annoys my husband. I just laugh at it. Well, a few years ago, the neighbors got together and made a community garden in the center lot. There were a lot of emails sent about this, a lot of drama. I don't remember all of it, but people would get upset if someone took up too much space with their plants, planted something unsightly, etc. So, then we started getting emails complaining that someone was picking all the shallots and onions out of the garden. Some people thought it could be deer eating them. There were several theories. The next year, the same thing happened, and then people were also complaining that the onions/shallots were going missing from their personal gardens. This year, it started happening again, and people flipped out. All caps emails, demands to interrogate teenage residents, requests to put security cameras in the communal gardens. 2 houses were hit, and then people started staking out in their gardens and putting up game cameras. It started out being funny because I'm not involved with gardening, so it was just amusing to read all the emails. But this year, people are getting really upset and wanting to get law enforcement involved. So anyway, you already know what happens. I walk down to the bottom of our property that I don't visit often and find a lot of smashed onions and shallots. Like, absolutely smashed to bits. It clearly took a lot of work. I went inside and told my husband jokingly, quote, "I think we're being framed for the onion heist," unquote. He got this really weird look on his face, and I had the realization and asked him if he didn't have anything to do with this. He confessed to me that he did and had been stealing the onions and shallots to spite the neighbors. He was sneaking out at night to do this. I asked him why, and he said he just hates them so much. I don't even know. This makes me really uncomfortable. The man is 31, sneaking out at night to steal onions, and I didn't even notice. Why wouldn't he just tell me? Like, this has been going on for 3 years. It's not like he just did it once as a prank. I don't know what to do. Can anyone help me think this through? Maybe I'm overreacting, but I'm pretty upset.
What the fuck? So I think it's amazing that she said they're married, right?
Yes.
I think it's crazy to be married and not tell your spouse that you're gonna like go steal vegetables in the middle of the night? And also, like, was he? I'm amazed too that she didn't realize that. I mean, I guess she said she didn't walk around the property very much, but it's just like it's crazy that she didn't find these smashed shallots, and that's such a crazy thing to do. It's just like I really don't like them, so I'm just going to destroy all of the ones in the world. Like there can't be any within like a 10-mile radius.
Okay,
of me.
yeah. So I'm like, I'm not sure if he means like he doesn't like onions so much. Is that what he means? Do you think?
I don't know. Like,
I don't know if he doesn't like the neighbors so much, so he's smashing their onions.
But it's just like. Why? I mean, it's just like, oh, I just don't like them. But it's just like, okay, so you don't have to eat them. You don't have to whatever. Like, I don't know. Because it's one thing like, oh, they're taking up too much space. They mentioned that earlier. But it's one thing to like take them out. But it's like, you're not even putting anything else in there. And then also going into people's personal gardens is just like, that's
and stealing
insane.
all of their. And it's only the onions that he's stealing, which makes me like, what are you doing? Wait, what?
I don't know. I'm like, I feel like if I hated onions, like a certain type of food, I wouldn't even know what they would look like growing. Like, because I mean, they grow underground. Like, it's not like you look at it from above the ground and you're like, that's an onion.
Yeah, you just see the green tops, and you have to know that the green tops lead to onion.
Yeah.
And I don't know how shallot? I don't know.
Shallot.
I tried both.
Yeah, I heard that, and I was just like,
I was being fun because I hear people say shallot.
Yeah.
It's like a British thing, but
is it? I've never heard that before.
I think it's a shallot.
I think it's
instead of a shallot thing. But I think that he's crazy.
No, absolutely. And it's just like
I think you found out your husband is actually kind of insane.
I wonder how long they've been married, because I mean at the very least 3 years, I guess, because they've been living here 3 years.
And at least not long enough for him to be able to make her an accomplice in the onion.
Yeah, but
the onion
I don't know.
shenanigans.
It's just said onions and shallots.
So onions and shallots. Because,
I mean, also, side note, fuck HOAs. Like, they all need to just,
I agree.
They're all a scam. They are a pyramid scheme. We were talking about pyramid schemes earlier. Like, holy shit. Like,
you would love the subreddit r/fuck HOAs.
I would love that. Like, I don't know. We're looking for houses right now, and it's just like all these HOAs and everything. I'm just like, I hate all of this. Like, why do I need to pay for maintenance? I'm doing air quotes right now, but maintenance is just like, no, like you're not maintaining anything. Just like all you're doing is yelling at me for the mango tree I want to plant. Yeah,
you're being looky-loos, and you're kind of ruining my creativity. For what? For what? You know?
Yeah.
HOAs do piss me off a lot, but my HOA luckily is very lax on most things. So yeah, but. So, there's a couple of comments here. I think you'd like them.
Yeah, let's listen to the comments, because I'm at such a loss for words for this, because this guy's insane. Like, this is not a normal person. He does what is he doing owning a home?
Well, honestly, like, he's getting some anger out. He's just like he's like, this is how I deal with my anger. It's just to steal all of these onions and smash them. It's not hurting a person.
It kind of is, though, because they put all this time and effort into growing these onions. It's just like, listen, I get it. I get letting out your anger, but it's just like, you got to do it in a way that doesn't affect other people.
Yeah. I mean, I have a vegetable garden that I tend to myself, and I've been putting it on rest for like the past year just because of school. But if anybody came into my vegetable garden and like took my eggplants, or like especially ones that I've been watching grow for like 3 months, I would be really pissed off.
Yeah.
Like, I would be super pissed off if anybody came up and like took my vegetables, because you put in a lot of care and time, and if you're pruning and going into the garden every single day, it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
So I would be really pissed. One of the top comments says, here's what you do. You cover the evidence up ASAP. You're his wife and sorry, I gotta laugh.
ASAP.
You're his wife and sorry, but you know where the onions are buried, and you need to make sure there's no evidence left. Hurry. If they are that pissed, they will eventually find out. After that, you need to talk to him about how people now have cameras. And I bet there's at least one person who hasn't told anyone they put theirs up. He can get caught now. He needs to put his bad boy ways aside and cool it for a bit. I agree. There's this person left a very long instructions.
Oh boy.
Do you want to read? Do you want me to read it?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So this person says, first, be smart from the very beginning. Pulverize all bulbs, burn off tops, and disfigure the roots. Forcing a DNA test to establish identity, if it ever comes to that, might introduce the legal/forensic hurdle that saves your ass down the line. An unidentifiable allium can, in a pinch, be dressed in wax paper wrappers and dropped behind a bad burger joint where the police are less likely to question it. I don't recommend that disposal method. Wow. I'm just saying an easily identifiable plant is an even bigger threat than the opposite. Assuming you have it inside a house where you can work on it a bit, the first thing you want to do is drain it of fluids. This will make it easier to cut up and slow decomposition a bit. The best way to do this quick and dirty is to perforate the bulb with a pointed knife and then palpate it. Macerate the allium with salt to ensure complete rupture of the cell walls. Pump to ensure complete expression of the plasma. Do this in a stainless sink. Plug the drain and mingle lots of bleach or lye with fluids before unplugging the drain to empty the sink. This should help control the stench of sulfur, which would otherwise reek from your gutter gratings. Do everything you can to control odors. Plug in an ionizer. Burn candles. Leave bowls of baking soda everywhere. Ventilate the room in the middle of the night, but otherwise keep it closed. Keep the mash under a plastic sheet while it's in the sink. If you want to bury, I recommend separating the plants into several parts and burying them separately. For one thing, it's easier to dig a deep enough hole for a bulb than for an entire plant. This reduces your chance of being discovered while you are actually outside and digging the holes. That is the one thing you can't do inside the doors of your house, and represents a vulnerable moment you want to keep brief, under 2 hours. Do it between 3 and 5 a.m. It's also less likely for someone to call the police if their dog digs up some chunk of compost than if they dig up an entire onion. They may assume it's a spent annual disfigured by decomposition and leave it alone or dispose of it. It's also more likely that the dog will consume all of it before anyone knows the difference. Though be careful not to bury where dogs can find it. Onions are super bad for dogs. You can cut an onion into pieces faster than you think. It's not much different than a tomato, but it takes more work, a big knife, and time. A hammer will be useful for driving the knife deep where it doesn't want to go. Anyway, it's wise to crush as much of the bulbs as you can along the way. It will aid in making the plants less identifiable for what they are as they decompose. Don't return to the same compost pile 6 times for 6 disposals. You'll attract suspicion from anyone nearby, and you'll wind up placing the parts close enough together to be found in any serious investigation. Put them in plastic bags with a lot of bleach and store in a freezer until you have enough time to bury them all. Depending on what tools you have available, you may find that you are really good at macerating the plant matter. You might prefer to slowly sprinkle it down a drain without leaving your house. This avoids the long-term risk of discovery associated with burial, and the overwhelming supply of bacteria in a sewer accelerates decomposition while providing a convenient cover smell. Truly grinding down all the plants will take a lot more work, and you run the risk of fouling your plumbing and calling in a plumber. So don't try it unless you know how to clear clogs out of a drain pipe. A good food processor can be useful, but don't overuse it. Or power drills or saws. They're noisy and they attract attention. You know what? Forget the kitchen sink. It's better if you actually remove one of the toilets in your house from its base, which will give you direct access to one of the largest sewer pipes that enters your house. Follow any disposals with lots of bleach and then run the water for 5 to 10 minutes on top of that. And plug that pipe when you're not using it to prevent any sewer gases from backing up into your house. Usually, a U-trap inside the toilet does that for you.
You know, I'm very upset with myself that it was like halfway through that before I realized they were talking about human bodies.
Yes.
You did.
Like at the beginning, I'm just like, that's kind of a lot to do over onions. And then at some point, I'm like, you know, I started getting concerned about this guy. I'm like, this guy needs to be investigated. Like, he needs to be going to jail because why does he know so much about onion crimes?
I mean, I think this
like,
is
onion
obviously
crimes
satire.
specifically. Yeah, and then at some point, I was just like, he's not talking about onions.
You're like, wait. He's not talking about onions anymore.
Yeah, I'm just like, at first I'm like, this guy's fucking insane, whatever. And I'm like, I see, he's yanking my chain.
He's yanking that chain so hard. Yes.
So
so hard that he won an award on Reddit for this post.
I was just like, nobody's doing forensic analysis on fucking onions. They're barely doing forensic analysis on like smaller crimes or bigger crimes.
Yeah.
Like, and it's just like this guy's crazy, but no, he's actually just
talking about.
He really pulled me down that hole and made wow. Yep, I'm not as smart as I thought I was.
Yeah, the top comment on this comment under the post says, "This man disposes onions."
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you need to dispose onions, find this guy. This guy knows what he's doing.
He knows yeah, and I think that it's hilarious that they're all just like, you know what, you need to ride or die for your husband. You got to cover up the crime. Everyone's just like become an accomplice.
Yeah, I love that. So far, none of these comments have been very serious. They're just like, I mean, at the end of the day, it's onions. Like,
yeah.
But I still think it's like, I don't know, it's in relationship advice. So I feel like the bigger concern is like that he wasn't telling her any of this and just like, I don't know, it's kind of silly, goofy, whatever, but it's also like, yeah, but there's people that are actually angry right now and they're out for blood. Yeah,
they're out for blood and like, wait, I mean, what could be the worst thing that happens if you get caught as being the person that's stealing the onions?
HOA fine.
Really? You can get fined for it?
Oh, they'll fine you for anything. Like, they'll fine you because your grass is too long. They'll fine you because they don't like the color of your house. Like,
really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it depends on the bylaws.
Mm-hmm. It just depends on that.
But like, what are they gonna do? Mm-hmm. Tell the IRS?
Hey, whose episode is this?
Wait, let's cut that a little bit out. We're keeping it out. Okay, or in. Yeah, cat. Shh. I wish you were here, but you're not now.
I was nice and quiet during her episode. I was just sitting over there playing Hades.
She's just got takes. She's got hot takes.
Yeah,
because she's a hottie.
That's what I love about her.
Aw. Okay, so, but the onions.
The onions.
I don't.
Like ogres.
I just like. I feel like people in this neighborhood are very overbearing. They just need to lock up their onions in a better way at this point. They got the cameras, and if he gets caught, he gets caught.
Yeah, but I guess the thing too is that she said that it was a rural area, so I think the bigger concern was just like, you know, if they decide to actually find out who's taking their onions, like, I mean, I'm assuming that if they have an HOA, they're probably in the United States, and if they're in the United States, these people may or may not have guns, and pretty likely they do, especially in rural areas.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Like, he's putting himself in danger, especially if they're getting angry enough to like go out and get cameras, go out and whatever. Like, you know, especially if like the HOA finds them, whatever, and he just keeps doing it. Like,
you bring up a really good point that things could escalate to a point of like, this is like actually insanity, and he's kind of escalating it. And there is one comment that is actually talking about real advice and not just like funny onion murder. So somebody says, maybe it's time to move. I think it's really unhealthy to live with that kind of stress. I totally understand how your husband feels, and it sucks that he felt he had to resort to onion theft to maintain his sanity. I also understand that you are upset because he was essentially keeping a secret from you, but I would try to understand why he felt he needed to do this and figure out how you can solve it without him secretly torturing your neighbors. That is weird. I mean, I think the like psychological, like, I mean, I am not a therapist. I'm not a doctor. I don't know what to say to him about that, but it's weird. Stealing them and then smashing them in the backyard. That's weird.
I think smashing them is going too far. I thought the story was going that like he was using them in their cooking and like she just had no idea.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm like if I found out that Catherine was doing crimes without me, I'd be pissed. Mad? I'd be like, why am I not being invited?
Yeah. I feel the same way.
I want to be a part of this. I want that rush.
I feel the same way. I'm like, you're going to do something bad. I want to go. Like, the FOMO is so real.
You don't think I can steal a couple onions?
Yeah. I mean, I would be upset about not being a accomplice already. I'm like, exactly. I'm not boring.
I think that's the biggest issue I have with it. Outside of just like, I hate HOAs. Mm-hmm. Biggest issue is like, how dare you not involve your partner?
Man, all I can think of is this Grand Theft Onion. That's funny. Everyone in this whole situation apparently sounds so melodramatic. Is this what keeps this drama spicy for middle-aged white people? People stealing onions? Lord, I'd move out of there so quickly. And I agree with that. If it gets to the point where it's just like the emails are already enough for me, I would move out of a community if I was getting emailed all the time about really arbitrary stuff. Yeah. Well, you could put it on mute, but then it's like, I know it's I don't know. I think that's a very healthy way of dealing with it.
I mean, the only reason I check for emails now is like to make sure my orders are coming in. But otherwise, like, I do not look at that shit. Like,
yeah, I just like petty drama, petty neighborhood drama. You know,
I don't know. I would enjoy like exacerbating it. Just like they're complaining about people running around shirtless. I'm gonna start doing that more.
Yeah.
And I'll find like some really, really short shorts to make sure you see as much as you can.
Okay, but complaining about shirtless running, that's insane.
Yeah, it's like,
why do you care? Like, at all?
And maybe the people that are running shirtless or don't look very good shirtless.
But you can't put a dress code.
Yeah, that's crazy.
On your neighborhood. Come on now.
Especially like, I don't know. It's like, I don't know. I don't know if they have a community pool. If there's an HOA without like a pool, a community pool, like I think that's stupid. Like if there's a community pool, I kind of get an HOA, but even then, like, don't piss me off. But it's just like, yeah, what if, I don't know, if they're going towards a pool, like, and they're walking around shirtless because, like, I'm about to go to the pool, like.
I'm about to go to the pool, and I gotta be shirtless.
They're not running around naked, like, leave them alone.
I feel like there's a hard line, and I think some people, they just get over obsessed with what's happening in their community because they ain't got nothing else going on in their lives.
Yeah.
And that's tough because I feel like you never know who your neighbors are going to be when you move into a place. And neighbors, for me, can make or break a community.
No, absolutely.
Yeah. And it's just like if you're putting in so much money into a home, sometimes it's impossible to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tough.
That's true. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Are you ready to move on?
No, yeah.
Okay.
I'm tired of these onions.
I'm tired of these onions too. I didn't expect that post, the onion mutilation part to be so long.
Yeah, I feel like that was longer than the post itself.
Yeah, but it was funny.
But yeah, no,
very funny satire.
Good times.
Yeah. Okay. So this one is also coming from r/relationship advice. Title is, I just found out my mom has been sending my girlfriend cruel messages for who knows how long. I don't know how to handle this. Males 36 years old, females 32.
I mean, so far, it sounds like I don't have a mom anymore. Like, I don't know.
Respect. This is a ride or die man for his woman.
Absolutely. If I found out my mom was sending texts like that to Catherine, luckily my mom loves Catherine. Like, but I mean, I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. Maybe I'd confront her, but most likely I'd just be like, "Nah, fuck you. I'm done."
Oof.
Bye.
I love that. Actually, that's very romantic. We ready to get into it?
Yeah, let's get into it.
Let's see what happens. Okay.
Let's see how mad I get.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So generally, not much rattles me. My friend calls me a, quote, stoic, emotionally constipated idiot, unquote. And they're not wrong, which is why we are all still a little stunned that the love of my life is basically my opposite. I've been with my girlfriend for 8 years, known her for 10. She's quiet, gentle, brilliant, an actual whole-ass professor, and genuinely one of the kindest people I've ever met. She's silly, shy, goofy in the best ways, and loves to poke fun. I love all of it. I love her more than I have ever loved anyone ever in this lifetime. But last night, something happened that I can't let go of. My phone was charging, so I was scrolling Instagram reels on hers like I usually do. One of her friends DM'd her. Normally, I'd send back some dumb reaction photo so they know it's me, just a thing in our circle. But it wasn't a joke. It was screenshots my girlfriend had sent her friend, and her friend was trying to comfort her. I hesitated, then opened the screenshots to read better. And I'm glad I did. I don't even regret it anymore because what I saw were multiple messages from my mother. Cruel ones. And the timestamps weren't all from the same day. So I don't know how long this has been happening. A week? Longer? No idea. Some of the messages my mom sent. Maybe he hasn't proposed because you haven't given him a child. Men don't marry placeholders.
What the fuck?
That's the most recent. This one makes me see red. I can't even imagine how my baby felt. Here's another one. If you stop dressing like a teenage boy and put on some makeup, maybe he'd see you as a wife. instead of one of his little friends. Here's another one. You're keeping him from his family he used to visit. And for some clarity, I'm the one who pulled back because of her behavior towards one of my sisters. That's a whole other issue, so nothing to do with my girlfriend. She goes on to say, you think you're so special? You're lucky he even brought you home. Girls like you don't get commitment from men like him. Like, what the hell is that? The last one is, you're not good enough for the life he deserves. Reading them made my stomach drop. They were hateful and completely false. There's even more, but these ones were the ones that seared into my brain. And my girlfriend didn't tell me about any of them. She's just been carrying this alone. Smiling, laughing with me, all while this garbage was sitting in the back of her mind. My girlfriend avoids conflict. She hates upsetting anyone. I get it. It's easier to talk to a friend first, and my mom can be intense. She probably didn't want to put me in a position where it looked like choosing sides. But I've chosen, and it's not her I'm angry with. I'm furious at my mother. I'm exhausted by this. She knows how much my girlfriend means to me. She hears me talk about her constantly. I really thought she might actually be happy for me. At the same time, I don't want to make this harder on my girlfriend or make her feel exposed. So here's where I need advice. Do I tell my girlfriend gently that I saw the messages, that I'm on her side, and she doesn't need to shield me from my own mother? Or do I handle my mother privately and not bring it up unless my girlfriend does? I just want her to feel safe and supported. And it makes me sick that she's been dealing with this alone. I mean, actually sick. I'm just watching her make breakfast and what's the best approach that prioritizes her well-being first?
Okay, so first of all, I just want to comment that I really like what he mentioned about his friendship dynamic, that if he's on her phone and they send whatever, he just sends like a little GIF, whatever, so they know, oh, okay, he has the phone right now. Like,
yeah, that's healthy.
Let me not send any whatever. But I thought that was really cute. But I think for sure the first option, like, first thing is talk with his girlfriend and be like, hey, like, I was on your phone, like, I was, and I accidentally saw these messages, and I don't know, like, talk to her first, and then, yeah, it's just like, let her know, like, I do not like this behavior from her, and I'll either talk to her or, like, I'm done. Like, I do not need her in my life. Like, especially if there's even more history with my sister and her, like, if there's a whole, like, history there. I don't know. It's just like, I mean, I think I'm blessed to not have a mother that is like this, because I've heard some horror stories about mothers, and I'm just like, I'm just really glad mine isn't horrible. But yeah, it's just like, first thing is talk to her, and then kind of like decide what to do from there, like, together as a team, because yeah, I mean, you don't want to, especially if she's the kind of person that wants to avoid conflict and wants to doesn't want to, like, make any waves, like, yeah, for sure talk to her first and, like, kind of make sure you're on the same page. Is there an update on this? I really hope there is.
Let's read top comment.
Not read the update right now. I just want to know, like, mentally prepare myself.
No, yeah. So top comment does say, be honest with your girlfriend. Explain how you saw the messages, how they made you feel. Tell her what you have told us, that you want to support her well-being, and ask her what she feels is the best way to deal with this. She may just be reassured that you know, or she may want you both to address it directly, face-to-face with your mother. I do kind of agree with that. I think that, like, I think it's very important to address it with the girlfriend first. 100%. Rather than directly going to the mother and then having all of that conversation, which is probably not going to be a great conversation. And then you come back and you're like, I had this very hard conversation with my mom because I looked through your messages.
Yeah.
Those are so many things that you're going to have to deal with. Yeah. So you already saw you already kind of saw messages that you weren't supposed to see. So you have to bite the bullet, talk to your girlfriend about this situation. And the way that he worded everything in the post is kind of, like, lovely,
Yeah.
So I feel like he would have the words to say it in the best way possible. It seems like he really knows his girlfriend.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, just whole thing is crazy.
Yeah, that would make me so mad.
Yeah.
So mad. I see rambles,
Rambles?
not an update.
No. Okay. Well.
Yeah, that's so. I'm looking through it. Oh, okay. So we have a little bit of an update.
Okay.
Yeah, OP does a reply. He doesn't post a like specific update, but he posts. So let me go through it. Okay. Somebody says, dude, show her this post. Seriously, let her read the post, the comments, the advice, all of it. Hold her close, cuddle while she reads, and then reassure her that she is not now, nor has ever been, unwomanly or not beautiful in your eyes and heart. That's sweet. I like that. OP good. Responds to this and says, I did. After telling her how this all began, I showed her this account, and we're reading comments now. We are very entertained and watching. Wow, I keep on stuttering so hard. It's so bad. Okay, so we are very entertained watching people, my God, make up stories about us and our lives, LOL. I forgot how marriage-centric this society is. I was not surprised to see most of the comments are based in the U.S. She is eating it up and keeps teasing me about how I must wish I could get this sort of traction on my actual account. Or, ooh, this person is eating you up. Looks like you're a terrible boyfriend, bro. Sorry. Like, come on, man. Enough is enough. But lots of cuddles, some tears, lots of laughs. Like, thankfully, we are closer. That was so tough for me to get through. Oh my God.
Sounds like they're not based in the U.S., so I guess it sounds like maybe a country that, you know, the culture is more family focused. So that's probably why he's struggling so much more with, you know, the mother, especially knowing that there's been history with, you know, whatever happened with his sister. It sounds like, I don't know. I feel like I don't have any sisters, but with my brothers, if there was anything like that, if there was kind of any issue with my mother, then I feel like that would definitely already strain the relationship. And yeah, but I guess maybe in this culture, it's less easy to just like cut off your parents, or maybe not necessarily cut off your parents, but like, you know, be like, what the fuck?
Yeah. One thing that's pretty interesting is that a lot of people are commenting on this post saying that they should just get married. A lot of Reddit users are just like, well, if you want to avoid this from your mom, just marry her. Yeah, but I don't know. Even to say that to anybody is kind of crazy. The way that she's singling out her son's girlfriend and not telling him about these conversations is sketchy to me, at least.
Yeah, I mean, I also don't agree with that. Just like, oh, just get married to her, because like, you know, everybody has their own pace of doing things. Everybody values things differently, and you know, not everybody has the money to go get married or do whatever. And maybe they're happy the way they are, and they don't feel like they need that title to move their relationship along or whatever have you. Like, and I don't know, maybe they do want to get married. Maybe they have a plan. Maybe it's just like, no, I want to get married when I'm this old, and I want to get proposed to when I'm this old.
Yeah.
And that's how they want to do it. And I mean, good for them. But like, I feel like just saying, no, just get married right now. Like that's not solving any issues. At most, sure, maybe the mom will stop these horrible texts, but maybe then she'll start complaining about something else. Like, oh, why don't you have any kids yet? Oh, why don't, maybe it'll still be like, you still dress like a teenager. It's just like,
I totally agree with you. It's not just about the marriage and the kids or anything like that. It's just the girlfriend in general, just pissing off the mother-in-law because of that "you look like a teenager" comment. That makes me so heated. Yeah. But another commenter says, you are 36, she is 32, you've been together for 8 years. Buddy, bullshit talks. You need to take action, go get a fucking engagement ring and propose this weekend. In fact, get a second ring to fit the middle finger of your girlfriend's right hand and tell her to make sure to give your mother a double finger salute when you all go to announce your engagement. And you should go over to r/justknowmother-in-law and realize how very toxic and cruel this emotional abuse was to your poor girlfriend. Ask the ladies over there for a list of appropriate and firm boundaries to enforce about wedding planning. Your mother should have to earn the right to attend as a guest at this point. She's utter trash, manipulative, and has been trying to break you up. She deserves not a single say in the wedding. OP does comment, responding to this one. And I think it offers a little bit of clarity to where they're at. But OP says, thank you for your comment. The amount of people who think this would be an appropriate time to propose have me worried.
Yeah.
It's just cheap and sad and a bit selfish, if you ask me. Like, yeah, let me just propose after this blowout. So it looks like I'm scrambling to prove something we both already know is true. As if a ring is supposed to prove I love my girlfriend. Also, let me pause for a second. OP is very well spoken.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. But anyway, not being married is a mutual agreement between us both. Neither of us are religious and see marriage as the legal money-making system it is. With that being said, a comment did mention how if something happened to me, my mom would be the only person able to make decisions. That's the only comment that got me and my girlfriend thinking. And traditionally speaking, neither of us want a white wedding. Fuck blood diamonds. My girlfriend hates dresses. Fuck virgin white. And yeah, I don't know, maybe I grew up thinking a ring was an end-all be-all, but I'm so glad I grew up out of that. I've seen too many people use a ring as a crutch for an unhappy relationship. Marry when they don't even enjoy being friends with their partner, and yeah, that won't be us. Plus, there's just other things that we've got going on that we'd like to take care of. We want to move out of state soon, settle, life. But thank you.
Out of state, so maybe they are in the United States, or
I mean, there's states in other countries.
yeah, but I feel like not like Canada, and then
Australia has states,
do they?
right?
Maybe.
I think so.
I don't know.
So.
But yeah, I mean, again, that comment just like, nah, fuck her. Go buy a wedding this weekend, whatever. It's like, bro, come on. Like, I don't know. That just reminded me of Catherine made me watch she didn't make me, but I
sat down, gun to your head.
Watching.
Watch this show right now.
It was the summer I turned pretty.
Oh yeah,
and it was just
I haven't finished that show.
This one guy proposes, and it's just like, you know, immediately after he had just cheated on her, and they had just gotten into this big fight, whatever, and it's just like, no, I love you, I swear, and then she like pulls out a ring, and it's just like,
oh, that's what, because that's love bombing. Yeah,
and it's just like, you know, it's like, sure, but it's like, you know, they're in college, they're both broke, they can't afford a wedding, and then it's just like,
that's a Band-Aid.
Like, you can't, exactly. It's like a ring isn't a Band-Aid. It's not going to fix things. It's not going to, whatever. You have to address the problem before you even consider like getting married or anything like that. And I think that's the biggest thing. If they do want to get married moving forward, I think the biggest thing is to address the mother in the room.
Yeah. What's your position on marriage? Like in in this situation?
In this situation, I mean, I think it's up to the people to decide, and it's like they already had their agreement. They're like, they don't want to get married, whatever. But you know, it's like, you know, that they mentioned that commenter that made them rethink things. It's just like, yeah, it's true. Especially like this woman, I don't want her to make any decisions about what happens to me and my stuff.
Yeah, I don't think about
like,
that very
it's
often.
Just like, it's just like something I hadn't thought about either. It's just like, you know, if you don't want to get married, whatever. But it's just like, yeah, but also you want to, you need to have that bond just so that whatever happens in the future is just like you have some defense against that. And so, I mean, again, it's still up to them to decide. It's just like, I think that's the most important thing, is that you need to have a wide perspective of things. You need to understand the basically pros and cons, I guess. And it's just like, you know, they hadn't fully considered every single possibility. So it's just, you know, I think it's still, it's good to come to these decisions together, but also to like consider everything, you know. It's like, oh, what if this happens? What if that happens? You know.
I see what you mean. And I think this kind of makes me realize how naive I can be, because I have not thought about the fact that you can make your partner your emergency contact, but when it comes to decisions, when you're not able to make decisions for yourself, it's your next of kin.
Yeah.
Who makes those decisions. And so that's crazy. I think that's food for thought.
Yeah. And it's just like, you know, sure, you can get around that by like having a child, but then I feel like that's an even bigger commitment than getting married. So
yeah, that's a way bigger commitment. And I don't even know how that works. Like decision, like life and death decisions, like in a medical setting. I wouldn't want this mother-in-law to make any decisions for me, especially after, like, those words are so nasty. You don't speak to anybody like that. I don't care what you think.
Honestly, I'm surprised that he came out the way he did out of something like that. Like,
yeah,
that is
probably a lot of therapy.
Yeah, honestly,
so much.
Honestly, I believe that. Yeah.
I just don't like. I didn't like reading those messages. Honestly, that's terrible.
It's horrible.
It's horrible, but the fact that the girlfriend didn't even say anything.
That's crazy. Like, I mean, mad respect to her that she's strong enough to like keep acting like everything's normal after all that, and like.
I mean, it seems like she had a support group that she was able to talk to about these messages. I have mentioned this before. I'm terrible at keeping secrets. If this happened to me, everybody would know. I would tell everybody. I'd be like, oh my gosh, look at this bitch. Like, why is she saying this stuff? Wow. And she kept it all a secret. She was just holding that inside. That's so sad. Yeah. I mean, how do you bring that up?
Yeah, I mean.
Oh, I did find an update. Sorry.
Oh. Surprise update.
Surprise update. It's in a comment, so it's technically not a direct update. But somebody says, let me see the message that they replied to. Oh, it's so far up. I don't want to read this. I'll read the update. So OP goes, thank you for your comment. As of now, I've told my mother to go fuck herself. And that the grandkids she already has don't even like her. And on top of not wanting kids personally, if me and my girlfriend were to have any, they would not be coming anywhere near her and her shitty behavior. Also, the day there is a wedding, I don't even want her in the same damn state. I've spoken to my girlfriend and I did not sugarcoat it. Told her I saw the screenshots and read everything. She knows I'm on her side, and well, it seems my mother lost her last kid. Also, we've all blocked her, all of us. I feel sad knowing that this is the life she cultivated for herself, but I'm happy knowing that moving forward, me and my girlfriend have gotten closer. So have me and my siblings. I'm still trying to accept that I have a mom, but I don't have a mom, if that makes sense. But I've got good people in my life who are helping me through that. Thank you again. Have a happy holiday. I think this person's English.
Okay.
He said happy holiday. I don't know.
Yeah. Do they have states in the UK? I know they have kingdoms, but I don't know. Yeah,
we don't know.
The United Kingdoms.
We're going to make some people mad.
But, I mean, I'm just, like, amazed at how, like, 180 he went. Like, he seemed, like, very much about keeping the peace and whatever. And then it's just, like, it's like, no, fuck you, mom. And it's, like, and then also just, like, the comment that he made that, like, I'm the last kid. Like, so it sounds like he was the last kid that was still on her side and still like supportive of her. So I guess like whatever happened with his sister, like all the other siblings maybe left, or maybe they all had their own other issues. So I'm amazed that you can be that nasty that you can like basically make yourself die alone.
I see what you mean, because it's like behavior like this has already, if it's extending to a girlfriend that's not even in your nuclear family, how are you treating your kids? And it must be pretty freaking awful. Yeah. It seemed like, I mean, he was alluding to some stuff with his other sister. I'm sure that was probably hell. And it seems like she has a thing against women.
Yeah, that's the other thing is like, he seemed like, that was the other thing I was kind of alluding to is like, he seems to have like this insane level of patience. And then it's just like, but that was the last straw. Like, and he just went full nuclear on that. Like,
I'm proud.
That's like,
I don't know.
I mean that's how it should be. It's just like, you gotta...
Yeah.
Like, because, you know, at some point, your parents, most likely, they're going to go before you. So when they're gone, like, your partner is the one that's going to be there with you on your final day. So.
And I'm not a parent, but I feel like if I was a parent, I would hope that I still recognize that as I grow older, it's still my responsibility to change and be a good part of my kids' lives, because me being a part of their lives, once they don't need me anymore to literally survive, they don't owe me anything. You know, I don't have to, they don't have to allow me to be in their life. And I have to recognize that now before I even have kids, because I think people have kids and then they see them as an extension of themselves, and they see them as like maybe little like things that they own, and they treat them terribly and then get very surprised that their kids don't want anything to do with them. You should have kids knowing that that's always a possibility.
Yeah.
That your kids are going to grow up and they're going to leave because they're their own person. They do gain sentience.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Most like you have those 18 years, and whatever they choose to do after that that's them. And you just do your best to make sure that they set off on the right path. And hopefully that path is still close to you. And like, I mean, obviously you want in your final days to have your loved ones around you, including your children. So like, I think that's the biggest thing, is just like making sure that, you know, you end off on a good note.
Yeah, and this mom fucked up.
Yeah.
She fucked that up for
Big
herself.
time. And it's just like, the thing is like, it's not just one mistake. Like, it's just like a consistency
Mm-hmm.
with it.
It's just like texting over days. It's not just one day where you're just like, my son doesn't deserve this. It's many days, and it's not even calling out like her. It's calling out the way she looks, and it's very mean girl energy. I would have hated to know this woman when she was like my age or anything. It seems like she's a terrible person. Yeah. Boo. Tomato, tomato.
Very, very sad that people like that exist in this world.
Yeah. And she's ruining her relationships because of it. I like how you said, dying alone. You know,
Yeah.
doing it to herself. Very sad.
Yeah.
Very sad.
You got any happy ones?
This is Reddit.
Yeah.
So
That's true. That's fair.
I got some juicy ones. I got some ones where you can be very judgmental, as you want. You
That's
know,
true.
so
You know, that is always
yeah,
fun to do.
yeah. It's very fun to judge other people, and I also take these as the learning lessons.
Yeah. Don't be like them.
Don't be like them.
Don't be like people that go on
Yeah.
Reddit.
But what if this guy, he was faking the whole thing?
Could have been.
No messages, no nothing.
Could have been. Because also
mhm.
I don't know. He saw the messages, and he saw that there were screenshots in there, and I don't know if he saw like the message preview or anything like that. But it just, I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know what he's up to. Maybe he's just making up a really good story and getting us all.
Just getting those little updates, trying to get some karma, some Reddit karma.
Yeah, he's doing it for the fame and the attention. That would be crazy. I mean, the Onion one, now that I'm thinking about it, because there's no update about the Onion one, like, what if that one wasn't true? What if she was just like, I made that up. My husband wasn't smashing onions.
I don't even have a husband.
I don't even have a husband. I don't even know what onions are.
Yeah, it's a lie. It's all a lie, actually. I just did that to my parents' tomato garden.
Yeah.
There weren't even onions. They were tomatoes.
Mm-hmm. It's a way to cope. It's a coping mechanism to write this out and post it. Who knows? But moving on. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, so this one is coming from r/am I the asshole?
Yes. Wait, no.
Maybe.
Maybe.
This one goes, am I the asshole for deleting my son's YouTube account with more than 20,000 subscribers for skipping school? Maybe. Well,
I'll hear you out. Let's see what you got.
yeah. Okay. So I'm a father of 2 kids. One of them is my daughter, who's in college, and another is my son, who's a high schooler. I'm not too strict, but I was very suspicious of my children getting social media. I'm not exactly young, and I thought social media would be bad for them. But I eventually gave in and let them get social media. My son eventually decided to get YouTube, and he created a channel. I wasn't very used to social media, so I didn't do any stuff like create accounts to see what they were posting, like many other parents do. Around 5 to 6 months ago, my son ran into my room screaming and jumping around, yelling about how he reached 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. By now, I was more used to the platform and social media in general, and I congratulated him. If I'm going to be honest, I didn't really care that much. But he seemed really excited, and I didn't want to ruin that for him. Then, around 3 months ago, a similar thing happened. He reached 10,000 subscribers. Once again, he ran around screaming in joy about this news. He seemed so happy and excited about this. I congratulated him and let him do his own thing. A month ago, he ended up reaching 20,000 subscribers, which was an amazing achievement to him. He was so happy, and I actually felt kind of proud of him. This was very rare, so it was nice to hear that he was getting very popular in whatever community he was posting in. 2 days ago, the school told me that my son hadn't been in school the past 3 days, saying that he hasn't shown up to any classes, and they were curious as to why. I was extremely confused as to why, and it hit me that he was skipping entire school days doing God knows what. When he got home from school, I confronted him about the call from school. He lied and said that he has been at school this whole time and that it wasn't true. But I knew that was a lie. I told him to hand over his phone and kept it in my room. He got mad and stormed into his room, slamming the door behind him. I have one major policy in my house, and that's don't slam doors in my face, especially when I'm mad. In frustration, I went onto his YouTube channel, since I have access to his YouTube channel, and I deleted his channel. I didn't tell him when this happened, and since he didn't have his laptop with him, which is what he used to make his videos, he had no way of knowing I deleted it. Yesterday, I told him that I deleted his YouTube channel, and I don't think I've ever seen him angrier. He screamed at me saying I was the worst father ever, and he hates me a ton. I feel a tiny bit guilty about this, but I've talked to him numerous times about not skipping school. So, am I the asshole?
Okay, that last line confused me because I thought that he confronted him one time about not skipping school, and then that whole explosion happened. But now he's saying that he would confront him multiple times. So I'm like, I don't know.
I think he's talked to him numerous times about the importance of going to school.
Maybe.
And then maybe this was like at least that's how I interpreted it.
Yeah, I'm just, again, like, I think that maybe a little bit more communication should have gone in there. Just kind of like, hey, I need you to start going to school. Like, you know, and then like warn him, like, if you don't go to school, like, I'm cutting off your YouTube. I'm going to start taking things away from you because, you know, like, you're like, especially like, at least like my parents' house, it's like your job here is to go to school. You go to school, you do everything you're supposed to do, and we have no problems. And, you know, at that age, that is what you need to be doing. Like, it doesn't matter if you have the biggest YouTube account in the world. You still need to learn. You still need to experience the world. You can't stunt your growth by focusing just on YouTube and doing whatever the fuck you want. Like, it's, you know, school is important. As much as we all hate it, as much of a drag as it is, like, I think it's still important. I still think he is a bit of an asshole because you can't just do something like that without like letting them know, without no warning. You know, especially like he says there's not many rules in his house. Like, you know, that's biggest thing I think is like there has to be some kind of communication, some kind of warning.
Yeah.
You can't just start throwing punches without letting them know like, hey, if you don't do this, you're gonna get hit with XYZ.
Yeah, and I love how you said that. I think that you said that beautifully because it's like that easy step of just communicating first and laying it all out, why it's important, why you can't not do this. That's should probably be the first step that you take when you're talking to your kid. And I like that was like your first thing is like, I would have just spoken to him. But OP's first thing was, let me take from a kid. And like, I don't like that type of parenting because it's like, I understand that you may have spoken to him numerous times about how important it is to be at school, but it seems like under the first time you hear this offense, you're just like, okay, let me take a bunch of things from him because you were mad. You reacted by destroying something that your kid has been building for the past 3 months. Yeah,
and I think and it's very easy to get caught up in that, especially like you're in the moment. It's just like you're already angry, and then they do the one thing they know will piss you off and send you over the edge.
Yeah, because your kid knows that it'll piss you off.
I know, like if I was in that spot, I would also struggle with that to not like, I don't know, break something, to like delete something, retaliate. But I think like if I just like stood back for a second and just like took a breath, first thing I would do, I would unlock his door, and he doesn't have a door anymore. He loses his door privileges.
You take the door.
You want to be slamming doors? This door is going to the garage until you learn how to act.
I think actually
you're also not going to have your phone or laptop while you're at home unless you're doing homework.
Yeah, I think that the slamming the door and taking the door away, I don't hate that. For a little bit, I think I hate that in some instances because sometimes parents take doors for weird reasons.
Yeah,
and I'm just like, okay, calm down. But you're just like, I specifically am like, do not slam this door. Now you do not have access to your door for like a week.
Yeah,
you know that like, come on now, we don't slam things.
It's like, that's not a privacy thing. It's like,
yeah,
it's like, come on.
I don't want to take away your privacy, but you lost privileges at the door. You're mean to it.
Or if anything, boom, there's a pull up on your door now. That's not coming down. You can't close that door anymore. It's stuck open.
Oh, yeah. I think the pull-up door, yeah, that would be smart.
That's something that me and my brother, I had to share a room with my brother, but we had a pull-up bar on our door. And then, I mean, granted, that door already was like almost impossible to close as it was.
Oh,
just because I don't know, whoever built that house was take their license away. I don't know who you are, but how dare you?
Yeah.
Like, come on. How do you make the door not fit in the door frame? Like, that's the one thing it's supposed to do.
The door didn't close at all?
No, like it basically the top of the door was slightly bigger than the door frame, so like it would just kind of like kind of scrape, and like it just kind of gets stuck in a like almost closed position, and then you have to like either yank it or like tackle it to open it.
Oh my god, that makes me so mad.
But
have you seen those videos on like TikTok where it's contractors and stuff going through houses that are already built, or like
I've seen a couple of those.
and they like throw the marbles go away from the drain in like a shower, or doors don't close, things just like, aren't so incorrect, and you spend like $1 million to build your house, and just common sense things work. Oh my god.
And then at some point like we got really into like, you know, fitness and doing pull-ups at home and shit like that, so we put some pull-up bar on our door because that was basically the only place in the house that would fit. And I mean, we just weren't able to close our door, but granted, our parents also just weren't like, you're not allowed to be in your room except to sleep, so it really didn't affect us too much. But you know, that's one way to make sure that the door doesn't get slammed or isn't open. Like,
I think what we're agreeing on is that there's so many different ways that he could have gone about disciplining his kid.
Yeah, exactly.
And for something that, I don't know, I hate that his kid is so proud of something and he took that away from him. And you're going to hate this. I have another comment that, oof. Okay, so somebody asks for info saying, what was he doing while not at school and what kind of content is in his YouTube channel? Mm-hmm. OP says, and this makes me very angry, sadly, I don't know what he was doing while not at school as he consistently denies skipping class. He keeps saying that he was there and refuses to admit he wasn't. I am unaware of the type of content that came from his YouTube channel as I practically never watched any of his videos on it and his account is deleted, so I have no way of accessing them. Yeah. But like, okay, that makes me so mad.
Yeah, it's just like...
He never watched a single video? Come on.
That's something I was going to comment on too. Like my brother, he's very big into TikTok, and you know, he does the same thing like that this kid does. Like, he gets very excited when his videos hit however many views, whenever he gets this many followers. Yeah. And you know, he gets really happy and like tells my parents, and like I wish that they would like celebrate with him a little bit more. But they're just kind of like, okay. And then my dad is just like, okay, so how much money are you making now? How much? Like, he starts like kind of like grilling him instead of like, you know, taking a moment to be like, oh my God, that's so great for you. And I think my mom once in a while watches his videos, but she doesn't really get them because she's like, she doesn't really understand what he's talking about half the time, because he does a lot of like anime content and like other stuff that like, you know, Gen Z stuff that she's just kind of like, I don't get that, whatever. Yeah. But it does kind of hurt that like to know that he did celebrate with this kid, but he didn't even bother to like be like, you know, I wonder what he's doing over here. Like, yeah, I'm just sad. He
mentioned a couple times in the original post that he's just like, I didn't really care about what my kid was doing, and that kind of rubs me the wrong way.
Yeah, it's like, I get it. Like, maybe it's not what interests you, but I feel like it's still good to take some kind of interest in what your kid is doing, because they obviously he was very passionate about it. Mm-hmm. So I feel like, you know, even if it's not what you want them to be doing, or it's not something you really care about, you know, just take some time to like kind of understand a little bit better. Like, okay, so what are you doing over here? And just like see if you really like it or not. Like, you know, like I don't know, take some interest. It's like, it is your family at the end of the day. I don't know, like I don't know. From his story, it sounds like he doesn't have a wife. I don't know if they're separated or if or she's just like not in town or whatever. But it's just kind of like, you know, these kids, like, you're basically all they have. Especially one of them is in college, so I assume they're not in the house. Maybe there's going to college somewhere nearby, but you know, it's just like,
he doesn't even mention his wife at all or anything. Which also, to me, I view marriage as a partnership. Mm-hmm. And I think that in that, discipline should be a part of that partnership.
100%.
And so the fact that he's just made that decision of deleting his kid's account without advising his wife, it's weird.
Yeah.
That's weird. You're a weird guy. I mean, maybe he doesn't have a wife, so he's the one making the decisions and stuff, but strange move.
Yeah.
Like, that's, yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I think that parents should be more supportive.
100%. Like, it's like, you know, it's it's not something that's easy. You know, you have your own thing going on. You have work. You're tired after work. But it's just like, you know, your kids are really excited about something. I think the most important thing is to like, even if you don't give a shit, like give some kind of excitement. Like oh my God. I remember, I don't remember how old I was, but I remember I was playing Pokemon Leaf Green.
Oh, okay.
And I started playing it, and like within the first day I had gotten past the 4th gym. So I was like, you know, basically 50% of done with the game.
Yeah.
And I went over to my mom, super excited. I'm like, Mom, I'm like halfway through the game. I'm like, this is only my first day, whatever. And she just kind of like, she seemed almost disappointed in me. And I don't know if maybe she was disappointed, because I know they didn't like me playing video games, but you know, it's who I am. And she just kind of seemed very disappointed. And maybe she wasn't disappointed, but she just like wasn't very enthusiastic about it. It was just kind of like, oh, okay, cool. Like, and I was just like, okay. And you know, after that, I just kind of like, why am I going to share any of my achievements in this area with you? Like, I'm going to, like, if anything, I'll go to my brothers or, you know, somebody that actually gets it, because obviously this is a waste of my time
that makes me so mad. I'm so sorry that happened to you.
Yeah,
it's just like parents can really make or break somebody's confidence.
100%.
It's just like you get 100% of your confidence from your parents and your support system. And so even if you're faking it, I just feel like you got to show your kid. If your kid's showing you something, like your kid's picking up a leaf from the side of the road or anything.
That's the coolest leaf I've ever seen.
That's the coolest leaf I've ever seen. Oh my God, you picked that up yourself? Like whoa, that's my man. That's my guy. You know, I just feel like it's never wrong to show your kid enthusiasm, because they're learning it from you.
Yeah.
And you can put yourself back into like shoes when you were a kid. I mean, like when my parents would come, I was a theater kid. And so
really?
I was a theater kid. I mean, obviously I'm doing a podcast, so very theater kid of me. But my parents would go to every single show, you know, and that was so important to me that they were there and they were supportive. They would get me flowers. I would see them in the audience standing, giving me an ovation. And this was back to when I was like in elementary school, because I did shows even back then. They were there every single time, and having them there is like, and see what I loved. I mean, those are some of the strongest, like most core memories to me. I remember when my mom, I was in thespians, like a little nerd. And so I would do state and district competitions for thespians, like my senior year of high school. And I did monologues and stuff. And so there was one competition where like, I got really nervous, and I had a lot of like stage fright and stuff and like confidence issues just throughout my life. But one of my core memories of my mom is just, I did my monologues and she was just like sitting there, and like, I feel like I did so good on it. And I was just like, oh my God, I killed it. And I felt like I did good because my mom was there and she was watching me, and she came up to me afterwards and was like, Jordan, that's the best I've ever seen you act. That was amazing. And I ended up winning second place in the whole competition.
Oh, wow.
And like runner up for best in show for contrasting monologues and stuff. And I have never seen that woman like happier. She was like jumping up and down, like as moms do, taking a bunch of photos of me, like being like, oh my God, my dad is a star. Like, and it's a silly little thing, like, but she would make me feel like so confident and so proud of like all the work that I put in there, because she recognized that. And this kid probably just wants to be recognized too. And then it makes me mad when parents don't put out that extra effort, because I feel like they're not only missing out on doing the right thing by their kid, but they're missing out on doing the right thing by themselves and like finding joy in like moments with their kid and stuff.
Yeah, and
I don't know.
That's the thing too with my parents, is that they were very supportive when I was doing like sports, like when I was doing swimming and water polo. They were there at every game and meet. Granted, I didn't really see them. I wasn't able to see them supporting me, but like, you know, I knew they were there, but like, I feel like I just kind of like, okay, yeah, sure, whatever. Like, I don't know. For me, it wasn't like I appreciated them being there, but it wasn't like, it was almost like, like, you know, it's like, I'm not really noticing you. I'm like kind of like in the moment.
Yeah.
But it's just kind of like, they support what they wanted and what they liked, but it's just like it would have been nice to have that support for things that, you know, they didn't care for. It's just like, you know, it's like you said, like I found this really cool stick, and it's just like I don't think I ever really like did anything like that with them, but they would have been like, yeah, okay.
Because they had to show you that at some point, that you can show things to me and I'm going to be excited about it. And that's important. And I mean, I love my parents. Like, we have issues and stuff, but they showed up. Like, I played sport. All of my siblings, we played sports. We did a lot of stuff. And they were always freaking there. Sometimes they're too much. And we were like, give me some space, parents. But they tried. And it does not seem like OP is trying, which makes me think that he's an asshole.
Yeah.
And got another comment from OP over here. So somebody asked for more info and was just like, have you watched his YouTube channel again? I can't tell from your post whether you ever got around to seeing what he's doing on there, or if it just never interested you. I do think as the parent of a teenager, you should have an idea of what he's putting out on the internet. That said, I don't know if what he's doing on it's not anything shady or inappropriate or likely to get him in trouble. I don't think you should have deleted this. Yes, the skipping needs to be addressed, but you basically took something he cared about and put a ton of work into and broke it. This is kind of like punishing a younger kid by breaking their Lego or something. This was a huge investment of time and energy and potentially had earning potential. Unless his channel was flat out inappropriate, I think you acted in a knee-jerk way because you were mad and didn't consider what you were doing. Also, where was he when he was supposed to be at school? Did you even find out? That should be a priority one, right? Yeah. And OP says, I think a few months ago he tried showing me one of his videos. I don't exactly remember what the video was about, but whatever it was, I wasn't into it because I assume he could tell, and he left my room. That was probably the only time I ever kind of watched one of his videos. This guy's a jerk.
Yeah. I mean, I really want to see what the kid's perspective is, but I'm sure like it's basically like, yeah, my dad doesn't give a shit, so I'm just not going to involve him. Like, he doesn't need to know what I'm making out here. Like, I don't know. That's such an insane.
Yeah, that's an insane reaction. And then, so I read all of the comments that he made before he made an update. And this update makes me mad.
Oh boy.
I've been holding on to this update this whole time because I don't know. I think I'll let you feel how you want to feel about this, Andres. Okay, so edit. It turns out that the phone call that was sent was a prank call from a few bullies at his school. I recently called the school and they told me they never called, and my son has been at school all this time. So I checked the past call number and it wasn't one of the school's phone numbers.
Oh my God. Wow.
That got everybody.
Okay, you know what?
That guy.
I did have some thoughts because the son kept insisting that he wasn't at school, and it's just like, if I'm getting calls but he's also like, I feel like if I'm like, no, I got called by the school, and he's like, doesn't like, okay, fine, I admit it, I was here. That might raise some flags for me, like, but also like, picking up a random number. Granted, I guess it's like same area code, but I feel like, I mean, when was this post made? This post was made
2 years ago, so it definitely would have come up if it was from a government.
It should be you should be getting like a caller ID, like saying, even if it is just a number, it should say like, oh, this is XYZ school.
Yeah. So someone says you deleted his YouTube yesterday, Friday, then later called the school on Saturday or Easter Sunday to confirm the call was legit. Doubt. OP says it's a private school, so they do have people working on Easter Sunday. This is before he found out that it was a prank call. A prank call that came out on Easter Sunday.
He got called on Sunday?
Yeah.
No, because he deleted the account on Friday.
Yes.
So he got the call Thursday or Friday.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
But also, if it's a private, hang on.
Yeah.
If it's a private school that and they're working on Easter, which means that it's probably a Christian school or a Catholic school.
Yeah.
Why are they at school on Good Friday?
They wouldn't be.
They wouldn't be. So
they wouldn't be at school.
I now have serious doubts about this story.
I have serious doubts about this story, but then OP does like respond trying to be like, hey, like this is, it seems like it's a true story, and it seems like he's taking zero accountability out of any of it.
Yeah, I mean,
which, like, why would you go to Reddit though? Like, I don't know, but I think he's a bad father.
Yeah, sounds like
It sounds like he's a bad dad.
Not a
Because,
great
like,
dad.
oh my God. It's not only did you traumatize your son based off, like, one phone call, like, you were also wrong.
Yeah, that just breaks any trust he had in you. Like,
Yeah.
you're like, I mean,
How do you recover from that?
it'll be hard. Like, that is not something that can be recovered like overnight. It's
Yeah.
gonna be a lot of hard work he's gonna have to put in to grow that trust back.
What's weird about this story is that he posted the edit, but did not post about what he was going to do after finding, like, since he now knows this information.
Yeah.
It's either somebody that is, like, insanely unaware of, like just not there up in the brain, in my opinion. Just like, oh, thank you for giving me this information. What are you going to do about it? Like, you were wrong. Are you going to take accountability, or are you just telling me things? I don't know.
Yeah. Yeesh.
Yeesh.
Boo.
Yeah, boo,
Throw tomatoes.
tomato.
Throw onions at this guy.
Yeah, take the onions instead of mashing them in your backyard. Throw them at this dude.
Throw them at this guy.
Yeah.
This guy deserves all the onions.
Seriously. And then OP does not post any other updates.
Yeah, I'm not convinced this story is real.
He
but
defends himself.
If it is real, like, fuck you.
The only thing he defends is that most people are like, what is the content? And he's just like, I don't know.
Yeah,
And I deleted it.
I don't know. To me it sounds fake, and even if it's not, you're an asshole and bad dad and boo tomatoes.
Yeah, boo 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 tomatoes. It seemed like he created this account 2 years ago, which is when the story was posted.
Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, but also the thing is, he's like, oh, I'm not very good with social media or anything like that. And it's like, okay, so what do you? But you knew enough about Reddit and how to find "Am I the asshole?" and to post this, and then to comment on people asking questions. Like, it's just like this. It's not adding up. I don't think it's a real story.
He did only comment like 7 or 8 times, which makes me feel like this is an old person.
I mean, an old person wouldn't even reply once, I feel like.
Oh, yeah. You're so right about that.
I am just not convinced that this is a real person or not a real story.
I don't want it to be a real person.
Yeah.
I don't want this to be an actual father of an actual child because I feel so bad for the child.
Yeah. Again, I don't believe that this is real, but.
Yeah.
But if it is, fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you wherever you are.
Fuck you wherever you are. I hope you have a bad day. I hope you stub your toe. I don't. That's kind of mean. I hope you.
I hope your pillow stays warm at night.
Ah, yes. I hope it's 2 degrees warmer than you like, and it's never cool on either side. Oof. Yeah.
I hope your stuff in the back of your fridge freezes. I hope your onions freeze.
I hope all of your onions are always frozen all the time. Yeah, I think he can maybe salvage his relationship with his son if he takes accountability for the fact that he was wrong, and then takes more of an interest in the kid's YouTube content moving forward if the kid decides to continue YouTube, because that's just sad.
Yeah.
He lost all that work. I don't know can you recover a deleted YouTube account?
I don't think so. I know that there's people, well, this is more for like old YouTube, like pre-2010 YouTube. There is ways to restore videos, but it's like very specific things. Like, it has to be on basically computers, like depending on the operating system, and they had to have been using Flash, and they had to have watched those videos and then not removed their cached memory.
Oh,
so
no.
There is ways to recover things like that, but I mean, it's not 100%, but it sounds like this is more recent. So so it sounds like if it's anything after Flash was destroyed, rip Flash, then yeah, it's probably not salvageable.
Yeah. We'll leave it on one last comment. Someone says, I am heartbroken for the son. OP needs to reassess his priorities and get over himself. Also, yes, try to recover the account. If he won't do it himself, at least tell his son it's a possibility. Not sure who owns the account, but if the father deleted it without permission, YouTube might be able to do something. I would never forgive someone who did this to me, and I'm an adult. I can't imagine how the teenager is feeling. you're the asshole. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to
Good sum
find
up.
one where I was like 100% yes, this person is the asshole, and I'm glad we found one.
I feel like it's rare. Usually for Am I the Asshole, it's like in the title, yes, you're the asshole, and then you read the story and it's like, well, I guess no, you're not the asshole here because of those circumstances.
Yes, I see that all the time.
But yeah.
But yeah, maybe
People
we
love
do
a good plot twist.
This is a good plot twist.
I feel like they will yeah, I mean the plot twist is you're just a bad dad.
Plot twist is you're a bad dad, and then you are also proven to be even more of a bad dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's all I got for that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's all I have.
Oh no.
Yeah. I mean, I could read you a scary story.
But then I won't be able to sleep tonight.
If you yearn for another one, I can always pull up another one.
No, it's fine.
No.
It's fine. I get it. You don't want to be around me.
Hey, I do want to be around you. How are we on time, babe?
We're pretty much exactly the same time as Catherine had done.
Oh, we can't have you have more time than Catherine.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I understand.
No, but that just means you have to come back.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I could fit that into my super busy schedule.
No, we would love to have you back, but
Yeah, I'd love to be back.
right now, I'd like you to take a couple of minutes, talk about what you're excited about, talk about Andres. Please share all of the things that you want to share.
We watched the Odyssey and Spider-Man back to back.
Very good.
Funny enough, I feel like I only ever watch movies during the summer. I feel like that's when all the good movies come out, and then the rest of the year it's kind of dry. So Catherine really wants to get like a movie membership thing, but I'm just like, I only want to watch movies for like 3 months out of the year, and then everything else out of that, I don't.
I'm trying to
know.
get Kelvin to get. Okay, so you guys need to get AMC A-list with me and Kelvin.
If we're gonna do it, it's not gonna be AMC.
Why?
Catherine doesn't like AMC. She likes Regal.
I get what you mean. The chairs are comfy.
Yeah,
I get
like
that.
Regal is so much more comfortable. And like,
Yeah, but the AMC one's really affordable,
yeah, but
and you can see it in any format: Dolby, IMAX, the other ones.
I don't know. I much preferred that Regal experience. We watched Spider-Man in Regal, and then, well, no, actually, the Odyssey we watched at the Enzian.
I love the Enzion.
Yeah, that was the first time I'd been there. That's such a cool theater.
It's like the most comfortable. It's so cute and like boutique-y.
Yeah. And
I grew up going there. It's a good theater.
yeah, it was. I was blown away by it. I was not expecting that, and I thought it was great.
Mm-hmm.
The quality. I feel like the quality of the screen was kind of like iffy, but like, I mean, I don't care too much about that, so it was fine. But yeah, it was a good experience overall. But yeah, both great movies, by the way. I highly recommend watching them if you haven't already. And yeah, and then outside of that, I am a streamer on Twitch. I'll send her the information so she can put it on there. And then I also have an Instagram and TikTok.
What's the name of your
It's
streaming?
the Rexcifra.
Yeah, can you spell that out for me?
TheRexCipHra.
Nice.
Yeah, it's just a little thing. I mean, I started a couple years ago, and then it's been kind of hectic, and I had to stop for a while. But I'm back now, and I am an affiliate, so I am making some money on the side on that. So I hear this about this guy with 20,000 subscribers on YouTube. I'm like, wow, I really want to get to that level.
Yeah.
But I mean, I have fun. I just play some video games, chat. We look at Lego sometimes, and just whatever you guys want to talk about. I'll also just like do a little pause, and we can, just nothing strict, to just play games, have fun.
Yeah, maybe you should play Roblox. I heard that's like a thing.
No, I'm not 12 years. I'm not 12 years old.
I don't know anything about it, but even in college, because I'm a little bit older in my classes and stuff than most of the kids. But they're on Roblox like crazy.
Yeah, but I mean,
I don't know.
Roblox. All Roblox is just copying games that are 100 times better. So I mean, no.
Are your Instagrams and other social medias under the same?
Yep, everything's under the same name. I also have YouTube. Once in a while, I'll multi-stream on there too. So try to build up a presence. But yeah, right now it's just kind of some clips on there. But yeah, I mean, just play what I feel like, have some fun with it.
Andres is incredible. He's an incredible streamer. I love watching his stream. He's very funny. You should go watch him. If you don't, then I'll come to your house and break things. I'll steal your onions, actually. I'll come to your house and steal all of your onions if you don't go watch and subscribe to Andres' channels now. Yes.
Yeah, and you better be using your onions. Don't let people steal your onions.
Yeah, don't let
especially
people
Jordan. She's a little gremlin.
I am a little gremlin. I'll come and take your onions like a little
She might
evil
like,
person.
She says that as a joke, but I could see her taking your onions. Especially
I know where you live.
She wants to grow her little vegetable garden. I know she wants to add onions to that mix.
I know where you live. And Andres is really amazing. I'm very grateful to be his friend and have him here. He came a long way to make this happen. I spent like 20 years on a boat to come here and podcast with us.
Yeah, it was tough.
That was Nifty's backstory.
No, but mine is a little bit different because for like 10 of those years, I wasn't on the boat. I was stuck on an island with a nymph that was in love with me.
Whoa.
And I loved her too.
You loved her too?
But then I realized I needed to come back home and take back my throne here. This is my throne.
Yeah.
I killed a bunch of guys outside that they wanted to be in this seat, but but they couldn't they never seen me with a bow and arrow, I'll tell you what.
Have you listened to Epic the Musical?
No, I don't know what that is.
You need to listen to that. It's the Odyssey, and I think it's what inspired Christopher Nolan's version of the Odyssey. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I won't start talking about the Odyssey right now.
Then
we'll go on for way too long. But
that's true. Okay, well,
all right, I'll take a listen.
Yeah, no, I'm so grateful to have you here, like I was saying. But if you're listening to this, make sure you drop us, a 5-star review on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen.
And
make
on
sure
Yelp.
and on Yelp. A Yelp?
Yeah, I'm streaming this on Yelp. Right now. Yeah.
Oh, right now. Yeah. Okay, gotcha. I mean, you can review us like we're food if you want to eat us. We're delicious. So
I wouldn't blame you.
We'll put that. But yeah, thank you for being here. It was awesome. Will you come back?
Yeah, probably.
Yay!
Like I said, pretty comfortable seat. I did a lot of work to get here.
Yeah. Well, anyways, that's all we have for you guys. Please please subscribe. That's what helps us do what we do, and we love
comment.
what we do.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Yes, and then when you're in Andres' chat room, chat with him.
Yeah.
Say things.
Yeah.
Please, don't just be quiet.
I love when people talk to me. That's when I thrive, is when I have somebody like bounce off of, somebody to talk with,
Yeah, so talk with him. We're cool people. You're cool people. We'd love to meet.
Except for you. You know who I'm talking about.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. They know who they are.
Oh gosh. All right. Well, except for you. We don't like you. But yeah, that's all I have for us today. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Bye.
Bye.